Go good. Welcome back to Resurrection of the Beast, Part 5. For those of you just now seeing this, we're replacing a rear end and fixing some frame rust and rebuilding some leaf springs. There we go. Tonight, we're going to work on knocking off rivets and taking off spring hangers. We've already got a couple off, as you can see from that hole. Yeah, these aren't going to be much good, especially with the rust behind them and on the frame. So, we're going to knock these off, fix the rust, and clean her up and put her back together. But, that'll be for another episode. Time to get busy. Well, wouldn't you know it, we have a small snag. I just broke my chisel. That's not good. So apparently, I'm not having much luck with chisels. So I got a new one. Okay, so we got the passenger side spring hanger off, finally, after a new chisel and lots of chiseling of rivets. So, I got it off. I got to evaluate this side. That's oil, that's not a hole. Penetrating oil, trying to get the slide off the rivet studs. And it is a little eaten away, but still fairly solid on this side. That is a good sign. The other side, not going to be as good. Yeah, that used to be the back of a bolt and a nut. Needless to say, I'll be cutting this spring out of this hanger. Okay, so we got the driver's side spring off. Kind of had to cut it out. I got impatient about knocking the rivets off of the hanger because the gas tank's right beside it, and I didn't want to drop the gas tank because I had an open flame heater and that would fill the shop full of fumes and blow up. So we'll drop the tank, get this all these rivets off, get this hanger off, and evaluate that rust and get that taken care of. Right now, I'm attempting to cut a piece 1/4 inch and start maybe fixing this rust. While I was knocking these rivets off, it just made me kind of uneasy with the back half of the frame bouncing because I didn't want to bend anything. So we're going to try to reinforce this a little bit before we knock any more rivets out. And hopefully it'll go good. Okay, so as you hear, I got the heater going. It's a little loud, but it ain't too bad, especially with earplugs. So we're grinding some rust off. Hopefully get it prepped in time to have it welded to the braces I'm making, welded on this weekend. Still have to cut these out. Won't be too hard, they're not on by much, except for right there. But we'll clean it up good, do the other side the same way, and add some steel back there. There's a mighty big hole there. Alrighty, well, we got some of the rust ground down where we're going to weld on the braces at. Might hit it a little better. It's kind of pitted and hard to get down in there, but I got it cleaned up pretty good. Started painting the other side a little bit, at least just to not let the moisture in the air make it rust. Might go over that side again. What I have learned, looking up parts, I was looking for shock studs, and Chevrolet frames are prone for cracking right around there. And I don't know if you can see it or not, mine's cracked. So just one more repair we're going to have to make. But I got them stupid cross members out they put in for the gooseneck plate. They're not original. That one's going to have to come out for the spare tire carrier. I'm switching to a Blazer gas tank. I think I can use that back cross member. I haven't got that far. And we're going to get some angle iron to make a new one for the holder for the gas tank. Hook the straps to. Slowly coming along. Hadn't had a chance to do a lot to it, but it's getting there. Alright, so we got the rear spring hanger off. Started fabbing up my shackle flip. That's the last one to take off, but because of the gas tank being in the way, I got to drop the tank, and I'm not ready to fill the shop full of fumes yet. So once I take that off, and I'm probably going to take this right here off. It's an exhaust hanger, but I'm going to save them. I'm not going to throw them away. Now this side over here, nice and clean. I still got to get these brackets up here off. That right there is like a brace on the front spring hanger. I'm going to go ahead and take those off. Start sanding on the frame soon. Get these holes patched up. I'm debating on taking off the bump stop brackets and dropping them down, since I am lifting it a little. I don't know just yet, but slowly coming together. It just takes time. Everything's rattled into the floor from me setting stuff on the frame and drilling and beating and sanding. We'll clean up some cross members. That one's bad. Well, it's a good cross member, it's just rusty. That one's pretty rusty. I need to check that one out really good and make sure it's not damaged or anything, but I think it'll be alright. But slowly coming along, and hopefully before long we start putting it back together. Alrighty, well, we got our braces shaped a little bit. They're not perfect, but they're going to be welded on tomorrow. We're going to crank that down, follow the contour of the frame, weld that up. But there's the other one. They'll be welded on tomorrow, and we'll be one step closer to putting this thing back together.